This is Irel Nelson, reporting live from Orlando, Florida, and I'm here to report some insane, stimulating, or shocking news to these homeboys, and hopefully we'll surprise them and catch them off guard. For today's segment, we are going to read a...
Story time.
Yes, we're going to read an article. Okay, ready for the headline?
Yes, ma'am.
Completely preserved Ice Age bear emerges from Russia's melting permafrost.
Was there a bear in Ice Age?
Like the bigger bears, not the regular...
The movie.
Oh. No?
I don't think so either.
No.
That's why I'm a little confused. All right, go on.
Okay. Do you guys know what permafrost is, first of all? What the word means?
I'm going to say yes, but for, the kids out there, you can, give them a little explanation of what it is.
Okay. The dictionary online says, a thick subsurface layer of soil that remains frozen throughout the year, occurring chiefly in polar regions. That's what that means. All right. So I'm going to read the article.
You said chiefly in polar regions?
Yes.
Okay, can we tell the kids back home what chiefly means?
I think chiefly just means primarily.
Okay.
Okay, on to the article. Reindeer herders in Russia's Arctic have discovered the entire carcass of what scientists believe to be a uniquely well-preserved bear from the Ice Age. The animal, with its teeth, nose, and other soft tissue still intact, was found on the Laikovsky Islands. I butchered that. That's not how you say it, but it is part of the new Siberian Islands in the remote northeast Russia. The discovery was reported last week. Mind you, this article was made in September, so last month. It was reported by the Northeastern Federal University, and they're actually studying more of the remains right now. It's the first of its kind, they said. It means there used to be woods on the island, and it could have been part of the mainland, is what they're saying.
So not only it's a normal bear, which is pretty scary, but it's a Russian bear.
Yes, they actually have pictures on this, which I can show you after I read the article. It's pretty big.
Do they know around the date period of the bear?
Yes, I'm about to read that right now. The exact...
Yeah, Justin, stop getting so excited about this.
I mean, it's a pretty interesting topic, so I get it. So the exact age of the carcass has yet to be established, but it is thought to belong to a species of brown bear that lived in the Karginsky interglacial period between 25,000 and 55,000 years ago, according to National Geographic Russia. They said that this is the first bear carcass to be found with its soft tissues still intact. It's still completely preserved, all internal organs are still in place. Only skulls and bones of the ancient cave bears have previously been discovered. So they're currently delivering the carcass to the university to kind of dissect it and learn more about it.
Okay, so I thought this was going to be like the normal dinosaur finds where it's just bones. It had everything pretty much still intact?
Yes.
Just like frozen in a block of ice?
Yes. So what happened, it was like mummified basically. And with global warming and stuff like that, the ice and whatever kind of started melting down, and that's what they found. That everything was still intact, all that stuff, fur still there, all that.
No, I don't want to sound like an idiot, but I think there was something about a woolly mammoth. Did you hear about that?
No.
No? I think it was like 2 years ago that I saw something about that they found a woolly mammoth in ice. But this might just be the Mandela effect, and that's a different universe. Because I can't remember if this was fact or just a joke.
So back to the facts here. Do they say how much a pound of meat would go for from that bear?
I don't think there's any meat edible from this. Not even jerky.
No. Oh, but you said it's fully preserved though, right? Like everything's still there. Because I have some curiosities that need to be fulfilled.
Explored.
Yeah.
Well, if you look at the picture, I don't think there's any meat that you can actually take out. They're just saying that
How about bone marrow?
no, I
Get
don't
some
think so.
bone broth soup.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
That does not sound good at all. No,
You got to think about it though. That's a 1 in 50,000 year opportunity to eat that. You know what I'm saying? So like, imagine if you ate that and you got some prehistoric disease, and then they could just study you next, right?
Mm-mm.
What?
Never mind. You can continue on there.
All right. Back to your question, though. They did say that as more and more ice melts, the more different animals that they find. They found woolly, whatever, mammoths.
Oh, so that was true. They did find woolly mammoths.
Yeah, it says it here. Canines, rhinos, foal, and other prehistoric animals are being discovered.
How about really big insects?
No, that's not one of the things they
No.
said, but
I love how she looked at you like you were crazy when you said something about woolly mammoths, but then it was like right there in the next paragraph, and she already read this, so she full well knew that this was a real thing, and she just stared at you and let you struggle through that. I just want to make that point clear.
Yeah, and I take that very offensively, so I'm hurt.
oh, so you're offended now.
Hashtag offended.
No, you gotta say hashtag I'm offended.
Okay, hashtag I'm offended.
All right.
Hashtag Monday's episode. Check it out.
Exactly. That is our plug for our Monday episode. Go and watch it. It's still up on our YouTube channel. Back to the article. So what do you guys think? Any ideas? Questions?
First of all, I just want to say global warming is helping research, and I'm kind of proud of that.
You know, that's a great point that you bring up. So, should we be against these findings because of global warming? Or should we help out to do our part in global warming to find more from the Ice Age? Huh?
Those are tough questions.
Do you have an answer to those questions?
Going back to our Monday episode, I am considering taking myself out of the situation and signing off. Let's just leave our audience to answer those questions for you and hopefully get some interesting conversation started.
Okay, yeah, since I want the answer, can you leave a comment down below or reach out to our social media? Please and thank you. So, you said this was a Siberian bear. Is it like a Siberian tiger where it has super long teeth, or do they not show that?
They do show a little bit. It's definitely bigger than a regular bear that we have now. It's twice as big.
Oh, there's some meat on that.
Oh, there's plenty of... What are you talking about, girl?
It's all dried up and stuff, so I would personally not eat it.
You know what butter and a spit roast equal? That'll bring that meat right back to life. Be good.
Man.
Ooh, man,
You
that's
need,
a lot.
like tons and tons of marinade for that.
Yeah.
They didn't really say how heavy the bear is.
That's a really long snout when you're
Yeah.
looking at it.
Exactly.
But this is pretty big.
I thought that was interesting. But hopefully they find more things that we could study and find more about that time. But as far as your questions go, I say no comment.
Yeah, so I think this article is pretty interesting because I love hearing about like prehistoric stuff, but I just keep going back to it being Russian. Was it wearing Adidas? Why are you laughing?
I'm sure the scientists were wearing Adidas. I don't really know the connection to it, but
Because I mean, the picture you showed us, I mean, it looks pretty. Like the fur on it looks like it was frozen, and it kind of looks like
it's
tree-
matted.
Yeah, it looks like a tree bark though, so I can't really tell if that was the design in the jumpsuit. But it does look like its right leg is moved over to the side a little bit, almost like a Slav squat. So that's why I had to ask.
All right, so point being, the bear's Russian. I'm still curious about the meat quality. Josue wants to know if it was sponsored by Adidas. And I think that you said they found it off on an island, and because the bear was on there, they would tie that to meaning that that island was part of the mainland at some time, because obviously the bear had to get there, right?
Yes, exactly. That's what they said.
So how do we know at the time that the bears and whatever was around at that time, like that bear didn't get there from some crazy event? You know what I'm saying? Because like during that time in the Ice Age era and all that, we also had like these really really big birds and stuff. So how do we know like that wasn't like a cub and some like pterodactyl like grabbed it, flew across, and then was like, man, this thing's heavy, and just kind of like dropped it on the island, and then left, and then the bear was like fine with just eating everything that was on there. You know what I'm saying?
But how would that make sense, though? How far would the bird have flown?
How hungry was the bird? That's a real question to pick up a cub to begin with.
That's true.
Or I'm thinking, since it's the Ice Age, you imagine everything having ice. So what if there was a ice bridge connecting the island to the mainland? It wasn't even that the island came from the mainland. It was just that what is ocean now was ice, and it just kind of strolled over the ice into the island.
Right, exactly. That's one of the things that the scientists said, or the researcher said, that there's no way that the bear could have swum into wherever they found the bear compared to where the mainland was. So that's one of the points that they said. So
Ooh, so then all the other creatures that they're finding with this, are they finding, because you're saying the bear is the first one that they found of its kind, right?
yeah, of its kind.
Now
They
the
found
other
other stuff.
yeah, now the other stuff, I'm assuming they found other versions of that.
You mean like the rhinos and all that stuff?
Yeah, are they able to connect that with the mainland? Like it'll show that the bear is the only thing from the island that they haven't found somewhere else.
Right. As far as the article goes, they didn't really explain anything with that part, but they did say that in the same area they found all the other animals and all that stuff. So, I mean, I would assume that it was probably like, they migrated. Everybody just migrated to one side of the mainland and all that stuff, but I don't know. So Justin's still on that part where he wants to taste the bear meat. Do they even have that now? Do they hunt and sell meat like gator meat?
I mean, I'm sure they do. I've seen this show where they go out hunting. Haven't been hunting myself, but I think it was a black bear, some kind of bear in the area. You're allowed to hunt, is what I got from the show, and I would assume they ate the bear meat. I don't see why not. They used the skin and the fur for like a fur rug, so I wouldn't see why they would just let the meat go to waste.
All right, so a quick Google search shows that we need to go to Russia and find one of these bears to claim for ourselves, because bear meat sells for about $92 a pound. And yes, you can buy and get bear meat. Black bear 8-ounce fillets, yeah, they're rated at $92 a pound. So that bear is definitely rocking Adidas and Gucci.
Which part of the bear?
I don't think it matters at that point because what is it? An aged steak?
Aged steak is about like $50.
Yeah,
If
so
you go.
if you compare those prices and how that got inflated because it's just aged, this is thousands of years old aged. So and I mean it'll be nice and refrigerated because it's in the ice. You just gotta thaw it out a little bit.
Yeah, but
See, now my question's a little more valid, right?
well, if you think about it, what if it died before it got preserved? So it'd be kind of like spoiled meat already.
I'm gonna speak out for Justin, and I'm gonna say that's probably his chance he's willing to take.
See, we're just coming back full circle where I was saying, the 1 in 50,000 year chance. And then like, hey, even if you catch some type of prehistoric disease, like, cool, bro. People can study you now, but you get to be the guy that gets to go around and say, hey, yeah, I had 50,000-year-old bear. Like, how many people can say that? Literally just you.
A little bit of A1 sauce, oof. It tastes real good.
I disagree. I would not even. That does not sound good to me at all. Even if it's in the jerky style meat, no. I'm good.
All right, Justin, let's convince her by buying $92 a pound bear meat now, grilling that up, see if she likes it, and then we'll take her to Russia to go look for extinct bears.
I mean, are they selling those online and delivering anywhere in the world? Where's the bear from?
What you found?
No, it was stateside. I didn't read that far into it. I just saw the pricing, and they said, yeah, it's you can order it and have it shipped to your door.
I'd taste it, but not the 50,000-year-old bear.
All right, that leaves more for us, Justin.
Another problem solved. No, but in all seriousness, though, that's cool. But they stumbled across that and then found more things going on out there. I am a strong believer in Pangea and everything that happened during that time. So it's just cool getting a little more confirmation on that. Finding these other animals and things on different islands really helps us paint a picture of how everything got separated in the first place. So, yeah, that's cool, man. That's a pretty informative article.
Yeah, I really found that one interesting too, and I thought that you guys would enjoy it.
As we did. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All right, well, thank you, IRL, for being on the show. Another great urgent news report segment. You always bring some interesting articles and topics to this show, so we're grateful for having you here. So just a real quick recap here on the outro. Remember, you can find us on almost every social media platform. We're on Facebook at The Motivating Force, Instagram at Podcast TMF, and of course, while you're here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so that way you don't miss another episode. We're continuing to do our segments separated from the main show, so expect an episode every Monday and Wednesday at 8 a.m. Now go on and get